All right, and we are live, everybody. Hello there, and welcome. A couple of years right off the bat. Thank you very much for coming by to the stream. The Montreal Canadiens went. They played at home tonight, and they would face the Calgary Flames for the first game against them this season, and they would end up winning. They would end up winning 4-2, which was it's nuts in my opinion. It's absolutely nuts. We start the season 5-0-2, which I would not have imagined we would do this, but I'm really happy we're here. Where could Harry be? TFS was already in the chat. Let's go, boys. TSN Life, NHL Live TSN 5 feed doesn't work. That sucks, Lucas. See? On hockey.tv. Let's go. Hey, let's go, Marcus Hunt. Hello, hey, welcome, Sons of Liberty. Welcome. What's winning, Luke? Sons of Liberty. It's something the Islanders are going to be able to do eventually. Lol Cheech, lol Cheech. Let's go, Luca. Hey, Lou Cheech is kind of pure garbage at this point. Rich J, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Hi, Adrian. Adrian is I'm apologizing. What's your name? What's your name? Hey, Corey Crawford. Yo, the recently retired Corey Crawford is in the chat. That's how famous I am. Blackhawks 2021 Stanley Cup. Hey, it could happen, sir. It could happen, Mr. Crawford. Hey, TFS, why are you sad, man? Why are you sad? I want to apologize in advance, by the way, guys. I have the opening lineup for the Canadiens. I was not able to find the opening lineup for the Flames, so I had to go off. Adriana, what's your bad news? What's your bad news? But while I wait for that, I do want to say, unfortunately, I was not able to find the tonight's opening lineup for the Montreal or for the Calgary Flames. I did find it for the Canadiens, but I was not able to find it for the Flames, so I had to go off last game. But there was an injury, so there's a spot that's left unopened. It seems like the lineup stayed the same except for the person that was out. So hopefully I was able to I was able to get most of the lineup aside from the one person that was left out. My fucking Isles TFS, man, I'm really sorry. Like having a 3-0 lead, that I don't want to talk about it. I didn't like, Rich J. I didn't like the 2 goals at the end either. Price, especially, should have had the second one. First one, it was a tip. You can't really blame him on that, but yeah. Sons of Liberty. Harry, what did you think of it was pretty good, Marcus. I really liked the top 10 prospect ranking. I thought it was pretty cool going off of how many games they've played in the NHL so far and how well they look. I think that was really, really solid of you. Oh. Oof. Hey, Adrian, I'm really sorry to hear that. Also, you guys, I'm smiling, but it's a mechanism for me. I guess you could say like a coping mechanism. Whenever I hear something bad, I smile. I want to be positive. So I'm not laughing at that. I'm not making fun or anything. Like I said, it's just a coping mechanism. So I'm very sorry, Adrian, to hear that. Hey, Ryan L., welcome to the stream, buddy. Things will be better. Things better be smooth in this chat or someone gets sunked. Skinner, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the stream, buddy. Appreciate it. 11 Anaheim versus Arizona. Hey, Crawford, was that your last game? Hey, Marcus, let's go. Skinner's here after TFS, man. Skinner's here after a Sabres loss, which means he's not going to take any shit tonight. So you guys better be on your best behavior. But yeah, before the game, I wanted to note big congratulations to Martin Lapointe. He's been re-signed by the Montreal Canadiens. He will be here for the next 3 years, and he was apparently appointed the director of amateur scouting for the Canadiens, as well as I believe he was something else as well. But big congratulations to Martin Lapointe for remaining with the Montreal Canadiens. I think he fits really well with the team. In terms of not behind the scenes, but in terms of I guess you could say managerial stuff, he's pretty solid in his role. So big props to him, and glad to see him sticking with the team. Opening lineup now for the Montreal Canadiens, as usual. The Isles might be bad. Exactly, the Isles might be bad as of right now, but at least they're not the Rangers. They're never going to be as bad as the Rangers. Hey, at TFS, Jonathan Drouin did something today. He's been doing stuff a lot in the last couple games, man. Kirill Kaprizov is a god. I'm really happy I was able to pick him up in a lot of my sim leagues. Really happy I was able to pick up Kirill Kaprizov. Oh my god, we're getting a lot of viewer increases. We're getting some viewer increases. We just went from like 6 to 13, and now we're back down to 10. But thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, the Rangers actually, yeah, unfortunately they did win. Lafreniere is a bust, but he did get his first NHL goal in overtime. I did see that. I heard about it. I didn't see the goal, but congrats to Lafreniere. You want to see someone from Quebec doing good, and yeah, Lafreniere being a bust is a joke, but congrats to Lafreniere at least. Ottawa's already, holy shit, Lucas already. Jesus, who's Ottawa face? Winnipeg, right? But the opening lineup for the Montreal Canadiens was Tatar, Danault, Gallagher on the first line, Drouin, Suzuki, Andersson, Josh. There's another Andersson in the lineup, so I will have to distinctify that. Josh Anderson, Tyler Toffoli, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and Corey Perry. Arturi Lehkonen, Jake Evans, and Paul Byron was your offensive line, so pretty much nothing has changed from the last few games. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The number to Stanley Cup playoffs when the Kings eliminated the Blackhawks, I was the goalie back. Mr. Crawford, the number to Stanley Cup playoffs 11 when the Kings eliminate. I don't get what you mean. I don't get what you mean there, sir. Vancouver. Oh, they're playing Vancouver. Oh yeah, true. They play Winnipeg next game, I think. Yeah. He's not a bust. He's testing the waters. TFS. I get that. It's just I like making the joke. First overall is a bust. He's going to the Rangers, so it kind of makes sense why he's a bust. Ottawa play. Yeah, thank you, James Berry. Yeah, and I did see Lafreniere did score his first NHL goal. I didn't see it, like I said, I heard about it. But big congrats to Lafreniere, the tip of my imaginary hat to you for scoring in overtime. And what a way to score your first goal in the NHL, man. Oh, what comment? Lucas C, do I want to know what comment you clipped? On defense, it was Chiarot, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie, Kulak, Romanov. Romanov, you'll hear his name a couple times tonight. Laffy Taffy. Hey, Sons of Liberty, let's go. The Laffy Taffy stuff is coming back. Yeah, the Western Conference Finals, Kings Blackhawks. You lost in 7. Unfortunately, that Kings team did go on to win the Cup, though. So you're honorary Stanley Cup champions. Yeah, it was a good goal. Hey, Connor McMichael. Yeah, Marcus. Connor McMichael is a pretty solid player. Did he make his debut tonight or no? And then Carey Price will be the home opening starter goaltender thing, and Jake Allen is backing him up. Tonight, of course, was the Montreal Canadiens' 7th game of the season, their first at home. So their home opener, they had something really, really cool. They did, as usual, the opening lineups, or they did the Montreal, the 2021 Montreal Canadiens. Really, really cool. They got Mete involved in that as well, with Yoel Armia as well, who is unfortunately injured right now. I thought that was really, really cool. They got those two involved. Find it weird they didn't get Paling or Frolik, but they did get Mete in, who hasn't played a game yet, but it's interesting. But yeah. They had a really, 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 really cool way to introduce the Canadiens for the season. And I will say now, an interesting mix of national anthem singers they've had in the past. I thought that was really, really interesting that they would do that. It was pretty cool as well. Drew and Suzuki have been playing great on that second line. Wolverine, I agree. I will spoil it. Suzuki thankfully did improve his. He somehow did increase his point streak to 7 games now, which is absolutely nuts. Honestly, that's absolutely incredible. Big props to Suzuki, and Jordan's been playing really good as well. I hate when my team loses and when the rain. Yeah, I agree. TFS that's a big yikes. Yeah, the Kings have swept the Sharks in those playoffs. I do remember. I've been watching that series a lot lately. Or remembering that series a lot lately. Whenever the Kings and the Sharks are going to end up playing, we'd be like, hey, that reverse sweep. That's a nice time to be a Sharks fan. GG Gamer. Hey, Taps. Thank you, man. Yeah, 2010 Cup Final, Chicago and Philly. Chicago did pretty good. Hell yeah, James Barry. I'm friends with every one of my viewers, man. I like being friends with all my viewers. 1-0 Leafs. Hey, let's go, Jason Spezza, the baby boy. Lucas C, you do have Suzuki in that league, unfortunately. Give me Suzuki right now, Luca, please, and thank you. I'm Canadian, so I have to be polite. Dadius, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, Sons of Liberty. I can't blame you, man. I can't blame you for being that way. Opening lineup for the Flames now was Matthew Tkachuk, who you will hear quite a bit tonight. Elias Lindholm with Josh Levo, surprisingly, on the first line. Johnny Gaudreau with Sean Monahan and Dominic Simon. Sam Bennett with Michael Backlund and Andrew Mangiapane. Milan Lucic on the fourth line with Derek Ryan. And because Dylan Dubé was out, I actually, unfortunately, don't know who took his spot. If anyone could let me know, that would be really helpful. If anyone could let me know who took Dylan Dubé's spot on the fourth line tonight, that'd be great. Yeah, you won the cup that year. Goal was controversial because no one saw it going except Patrick Kane. Patty Kane knew it was in, baby. I know that goal. I remember that one. Sorry for missing all the. Hey, Dadius, don't worry about it, man. Dadius, do not apologize for missing the streams because of school. School is way more important than watching my streams. I absolutely get it. I'm glad you can make one as well, though. I'm really happy about that. Hey, Luke Thorson, welcome back to the stream, buddy. It's been a long time since you've been in the stream. Yeah, I used to watch the streams like 5 months ago when I was streaming for last season. Hey, I'm glad to see you back, man. We're getting some good old G's back in the stream. Yeah, TFS, man. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you guys want a new channel that's starting up, TFS, I don't know if you want to send me. Shit, no, you can't send it to me on Discord. If you guys want to go and check out a new channel that is starting up, you guys can go check out The British Islander. TFS has started a new channel. He's posted one video there. And it's pretty good. I do it for first time for first video by someone. It's pretty solid. Please, guys, go check him out. The British. Just look up on YouTube, The British Islander. Check out the channel. Give him a sub. Give him a like. Tell him Harry Rice sent you. But yeah, go check him out. He deserves all the love and support he can get. He's pretty sick, man. He's pretty sick. It was a rocky. Yeah, Jamesbury. It was pretty rocky. Druin too. Yeah, Rich J. Druin had 2 assists tonight. Just see him doing well. Yeah, Dadius. Unfortunately, Isles Girl was not too happy tonight with the loss, and I can absolutely understand. You know, it's unfortunate. Taps, Patty Kane for like Krabby Patty formula. Yo, Taps. It seems that we all laugh at really random shit when we're tired, but thank you for that. It was funny. That was funny. I played the Price is Right theme on the cat. Oh, damn. Yo, guys, can we just stray away from the Islanders just a slight little bit, please? Thank you very much. You guys can keep talking about it. Obviously, it's just we're gonna talk about the Canadiens. Obviously, as much as I hate the '99 Stanley Cup final, yeah, that's definitely still controversial. I think, well, yeah, the foot was in the crease. He had control of the puck. I think it's a completely legal goal, what Brett Hall did, personally. I think it was a perfectly legal goal. I think you could consider that he had control of the puck. 100%. It's a good goal. Buffalo wouldn't have won the cup that year anyways, unfortunately. Sorry, Skinner. Hey, Dadius. Hey, I'm glad you subbed, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, TFS. I appreciate it. I'm glad the Canadiens got the dub as well tonight. And I know the Islanders going to rebound. I was telling Kim this as well. Really, I'm really sure the Islanders are going to rebound. I think they're going to win themselves a cup in 3 to 5 years, honestly. I definitely see it happening. You know, Trotz has coached. Trotz is a fantastic coach. The team that him and that Lou Lamoriello has been building for the Islanders has been really, really solid. I think they're going to rebound for sure. I think they definitely have what it takes to win a Stanley Cup. I definitely think they have what it takes for sure. Pedersen, goal pain, yeah. Lucasy, big pains. Hey, James Berry, yeah, it was a rookie. Who was a rookie? Hey, Luke Thorson. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good evening as well. Enjoy your chill. Let me know how it goes next stream. I'd like to know. That sounds fun. But on defense, it was unlucky 5 minutes for Price. Unfortunately, Taps, it wasn't a very unlucky final 5 minutes for Carey Price. We are definitely going to get to that, but it was very unfortunate. Carey Price did. I'm gonna make an exit. Hey, TFS, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think it's like 4 a.m. where you are. Definitely understandable. Have a good sleep, man. Thank you for popping by to the stream. Greatly appreciate it, man. Greatly appreciate it. Taps. It was definitely unlucky. Those final 5 minutes just were not it for Carey Price. Remember the brawl in hockey? Detroit and Colorado, man. Those were some legendary battles. Detroit and Colorado. Harry, I'm looking at Caulfield, and personally, I think he's developing super fast. But size, yeah, Marcus Hunt, I think size could be potentially an issue, but I think he could end up being like a Gallagher type in terms of like the size doesn't end up mattering in the end. I don't think he's going to get nearly as gritty or as rough as Gally does, but I think it could be kind of like a non-issue, you know. I think it'll end up being a non-issue for Caulfield since league generally does seem to be getting kind of smaller. But TFS again, thank you for coming to the stream, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, my hair's getting long, man. My hair is getting pretty long. I think the most I've had it grow to is right about here, so I'm hoping to get it past. I actually want to grow it eventually to be able to get some type of ponytail going. Yeah, the price wasn't right for the most part. I mean, he had a good game. Damn, we're losing viewers all of a sudden. We went from like 13 viewers to like 3 there. That sucks. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, Donius, in the final 5 minutes, the price wasn't right. The rest of the game, he was pretty solid though. Caulfield shows signs of greatness, but a Reeves or Wilson type could shut him down. Yeah, I could see what you mean, Marcus. I do think a Reeves. I don't know if a Reeves or Wilson type could really shut him down easily. Mostly just because I think Caulfield kind of has that speed to be able to get around them, and I think. I don't think they're necessary. I don't think Reeves or Wilson are predictable per se, but I just feel like Caulfield is going to have what it takes to be able to get around those types of players. Personally, Caulfield, yeah. When Calgary scored 2 goals, like they scored the back-to-back goals really quickly, I was just like, oh no. I was back in my mind, I was like, okay, is this a comeback? There's no way this is a comeback. But most of me, I was thinking, yeah, 20 seconds left, game's over. It's 4-2. There's no way Flames are scoring 2 more goals, and thankfully they didn't. Yeah, Corey Crawford. Those are the craziest fights I've seen as well. Do you have a John? I do not, unfortunately, have a John the Discord. Unfortunately, I don't have Streamlabs set up with commands. That would be really, really cool, though. Marcus Hunt, thank you for posting the Discord in the comments. If you guys want to join the Discord, join it. It's appreciated. We talk hockey on there occasionally. I post notifications whenever I stream or go live. Whenever I stream, go live, or post a video, I should say. Hey, Darkness, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, Darkness? Montreal, hell yeah, Sons of Liberty. Montreal did still win despite the 2 goals, thankfully. But on defense for the Flames, it was Giordano and Andersson, Hanifin Tanev, and Valimaki Nestorov on the defense. And in net, it was David Rittich being the starter for tonight. Typically, he's the backup, but he was starting tonight. And then Jacob Markstrom was serving as the backup. There we go. Hey, thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. If there would have... yeah, Techno Junkie, I agree. Like, if we didn't challenge the first goal, it's probably no penalty, and it would have finished 4-1 most likely. But that's something personally... You can't even blame Julian on it. You know, he's trying to salvage the shutout for Carey Price. I 100%, I absolutely understand why he challenges it. You know, I definitely understand why he challenges the first goal, because if it's labeled no goal, then hell yeah, Price's shutout is still intact and it likely ends a 4-0 game instead of 4-2. You know, so it was kind of a chain reaction. You know what I mean? So like I said, I understand why we challenged the first goal. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have, but I understand why Julian did. It just unfortunately cost us very slightly. Yeah, thank you, Marcus, for posting the link. I'm doing good, except, yeah, Darkness. Unfortunately, your Blues would be playing right now. It just sucks that they're not doing so. Are they in quarantine as well, or is it just the game against the Knights has been postponed and they'll play, I think, one Sunday, I think they play next. Exactly, Taps. We haven't gone to regulation loss yet. That's pretty sick. Hey, Techno Junkie, glad you agree, man. Hey, now you're now in the die cord. Thank you, Dadius. Appreciate you joining. What's up? Hey, Cameron Knox. Habs won and the Leafs are winning right now. It's a damn good day for the most part for hockey fans. Exactly. Yeah, make sure to join the Discord. We talk hockey and we watch Lucas C be mad after all of the Sens losses. If that's not appealing to you guys, I don't know what is. I will be ragging. Lucas C will be raging and he will be ragging. Did you watch Yes, I did, Crawford. I did watch the 2016 Winter Classic for the Habs and Bruins. It was really, really fun. Really happy to see the Canadiens win in the Winter Classic like that. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. Okay. So the Blues didn't place anyone on COVID reserve, so it was just Vegas. All right. Well, Darkness. Hopefully they did. Hopefully they do end up playing again very, very soon. Yeah, Price has 48 career shutouts. He almost got his 49th tonight if the Flames didn't end up scoring 2 goals on him. Would have had his 49th. Apparently, George Hainsworth has, I think, 76 or so shutouts. People are saying he's out of reach for Price, but Never know. Could end up Price could catch him. If he plays the next, say, 7 or 8 years, could be interesting. 155-0 tank for power. Lucas C, if you guys want tank for power, could be interesting. Hey, Dadius, yeah, go get some sleep. Good one. Thank you very much, Dadius. I appreciate it. Go Stars, go just for you. And good luck with I hope you enjoy your sleep, man. Good luck. Thank you for joining the Discord. Thank you for coming by the stream. Greatly appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, we lost in the 2017 Winter Classic to the St. Louis Blues, Mr. Crawford. Unfortunately, you did. Despite the misspelling of the first name, I'm actually sort of thinking this is the actual Crawford. I know it's not, but part of me is like, this guy's talking some good Crawford stuff, so very well could be. Price is Jesus. I don't know about that, Sons of Liberty, but could be. Never know. I want Vineyards. I can't blame Lucas C. Vineyards is a pretty solid prospect. I think he could end up being really, really solid in the NHL. Who do you think will be in net next game? Snakes on the plane. First of all, thank you for coming by to the stream. Decent film. Who do I think is going to be net? I personally think we could end up going with Jake Allen. It's tricky because, like, that's the thing. Carey Price could start both of these games tonight. What the game that was tonight, and also on Saturday night, he could end up starting because season home opener tonight, and then Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday. Something tells me we could end up going with Jake Allen just because, hey, Saturday night we played Price on Thursday. Let's give Allen a start on Saturday. But I honestly do think because of how well he played tonight, despite letting in the 2 goals at the end, playing well the rest of the game, I do think we could go with Carey. I think we will likely go with Carey Price on Saturday. Yeah, Darkness, I can't blame you for only watching Habs games when Allen starts. Like, I love Allen as well. He's done really solid, and I know he's going to continue to do well with Montreal, or at least I'm hoping. And I'm hoping he continues to do well in Seattle as well if they pick him up in the expansion draft. And if they don't, then hopefully he continues doing well with Montreal. So the Canadiens, this was their first home game of the season. Yeah, Marcus Hunt, yeah. Stützle, Beniers, and Tkachuk would be lethal for the Senators. That would be just nasty. That'd be fantastic. Or even say Beniers and Stützle with Tkachuk, because Stützle can also play center. Exactly. Hey, Leo, let's go. Leo's in the chat. Leo, can we get some Yanks and Habs fan hyped in the chat, boys? Yeah, exactly, Leo. Save percentage just because of those 2 late goals. Like, they did that point. If the game was like, say, 3-2 or 2-2, or if the game was 3-0 or 2-0 at that point, technically it would have how am I saying? It would have counted, but it was 4-0. They made it 4-2. 20 seconds left. It doesn't matter. Guys, the Habs have 5 wins, but rounded to 6. Technically 7, but since Price did well, it's 8. Suzuki got his 7th point, and now it's 15 wins. Toffoli got 5 points and 3 assists, and now that's 63 wins, and we move on. Oh, all right. Harry. I'm literally just working of my NHL. I'm literally just working off my NHL 21 rosters before I start my Sens franchise. Let's go, Marcus. Let's go. Do you think Lucic and Andersson go at it next game? Oh, Snakes on the plane, definitely. I think Lucic and Andersson, since they did get into a little bit right at the end of the game, I definitely think they do have a chance at going at it next game. We did get another a fight tonight, which we will get into, thankfully. But I do think Lucic and Andersson could potentially go at it next game. It would be really interesting to see those guys have a tussle. I'm not gonna lie. Jordan Kyrie's my new favorite player. I'm obsessed with his elite speed. Hey, Darkness, yeah, Kyrie is pretty fast, man. I'm really, really liking what he's doing so far. Hey, Randy N, let's go. Randy N's in the chat. Harry, the red jerseys. Yeah, man. This white jersey's been coming out a lot. That red jersey's I think I see some cobwebs, maybe a little spider on there. So it's collecting that dust, man. It's gonna be unhealthy the next time I put it on. It's gonna be so dusty. I'm gonna have to wash it a couple times first. That's gonna be sick, man. That's gonna be sick. I like Taps logic as well, Leo. I lost the playoff spot in Beer Pro to the fucking Coyotes. Sons of Liberty. Which team are you in Beer Pro, man? Yes, next on the plane, I agree. Hopefully, Dano does score the next game. He definitely needs a goal. Definitely needs a goal. Do you notice the hand gesture celebrations that Andersson and Toffoli do when they score? I did not know that. I did not notice the hand gesture celebrations. I did not notice that. That's pretty sick, Randy. Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, I gotta pay attention to that next time one of them scores. I did not know that. I didn't notice that actually. That's pretty sick. Yeah, Crawford, 2013 Cup Finals, 2 goals in 18 seconds, something like that. But early on in the game, the Canadiens. Oh, you're the Kings. Ooh, Sons of Liberty. That sucks. You're the Kings. You lost a wild card spot to the Coyotes. That's got to suck for sure. But early on in the game, both teams were looking quite fast. Both teams looked really solid. They were hoping to get a win tonight, obviously. Joel Edmondson hit the post about 6 minutes in, had a really, really nice chance at scoring there. Canadiens were starting to get some pressure. However, the Flames had some solid chances. The Canadiens would be heading to the power play for the first time this game. Valimaki ended up getting called for hooking, and we scored. Brendan Gallagher got his second of the game from Corey Perry, who now has 799 points in his career. Big congratulations to Corey Perry on that. And just Barry Kotkaniemi making it 1-0 Canadiens. Hand gesture of Andersson's first as a jab and Toffoli's first too. Check it out. Hand gesture. Hey, I'll check that out as well. I'll check that out, Randy. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, man. If I sleep now, I miss college because if I don't wake up on time, so I'm back. Hey, British Islander, guys. Go check out British Islander. That is TFS's actual YouTube. Go check him out. Appreciate him. Appreciate him sticking around on his different account. Greatly appreciated, buddy. Leo. Evans has really impressed me so far. Guy's super quick and never quits on the back check. TBH, he'd be ready for a third line role next year at this rate. Should Dano leave in free agency? I agree, Leo. Like Evans has been really, really solid as well. I've really liked, what I've seen of Jake Evans throughout this game, throughout the season so far as well. He's been really, really good. I like how quick he can be. And he, like you said, he never quits on the back check. I've noticed he really never gives up on a play until he gets off of the ice. You know, like I see him around a lot, actually. I see him around. I see him around quite a bit, actually. So I see him on the ice and I really take notice of him. Like, oh shit, Evans is on the ice again. Oh, there's Evans. You know, he's really solid, and I do think he could definitely be ready for a third line role next year. I think having a third line of maybe, but that's the thing. That's the issue. Then is, you know, if Dano does leave, do you do Tatar, Suzuki, and Gallagher, and then move Kotkaniemi? You know, do you do Tatar, Suzuki, Gallagher, or do you move that second lineup as a whole unit and have your first line say as Drouin, Suzuki, and Andersson? You know. So like that's my only thing is if Dano does leave, like what do you do with the lineups? You know, that's really my only question personally. Yeah, Randy, and I didn't like the Habs were stuck at 21 shots for the last 10 minutes. It could have definitely been, it definitely could have ended up being really, really bad if the Flames were coming back in the last 10 minutes. It definitely would have bitten us in the ass for being stuck at 21 shots. But thankfully it didn't come back to bite us. But definitely that is something I think we're definitely going to have to work on. For next game is being able to handle the pressure that the Flames were applying in the last 10 or so minutes. Definitely. I'm losing respect for Dano. Yeah, Taps. I do agree. Dano didn't really look that great tonight. I didn't notice Dano all that much. I don't know if it was because he was playing well defensively, but I didn't notice Dano all that much. He definitely was starting to play really, really bad. And the fact he rejected $5 million, like I understand, okay, he wants $6 million. That's only $1 million more, so it's not that bad. But like still, like $5 million for 6 years. Like if you want to win a Stanley Cup, you should stay in Montreal. Dano, you know, he's the first line center. Even if he goes down to the third line, he's still playing. He's still getting paid $5 million for likely a third line role. So it's just kind of whatever. What do you think happens to Paling? I personally believe we should send him down to at least play. Snakes on a plane. I think that's what we could end up doing as well if he doesn't need waivers. Is we could end up sending down Paling. Personally, I think it'd be interesting. I personally think it'd be interesting to send Paling down if he doesn't need waivers, obviously. But like it all depends on how the team plays, and you know if there's any injuries. There's a reason we have him on the taxi squad, is to be And there's a reason we have him on there's a reason we have him on the taxi squad is for people if they get injured, then we were able to play Paling. I think Paling understands that okay, I need to impress the Canadiens if once I get into the lineup. I need to impress management and Julien, so they put me back in the lineup. I do think we should send him down if, like I said, if he doesn't need waivers once the AHL starts up again, which I believe is actually in a week or so. I think we could do that, but I think leaving him on the taxi squad could also be really good. Yeah, the 2 goals that Calgary had were definitely lucky Habs. I don't think it should have been offside. I think it was really too close to call, personally. So it could have been either or, personally. I was playing Madden NFL football with the New York Giants, and we were, hey, let's go, Crawford. Let's go. New York Giants hype. Yeah, end of the first 2-0 Vancouver. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I have so many comments to get through. Okay, let's try and get back these quickly. Harry, you really need to sell the NHL 21 kit. What he gave you. Yo, Leo, it's not the webcam. You go and look at any of the videos I've made, like the actual videos. You'll see the webcam is good. The webcam is really good quality. It's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is absolute garbage. Yeah, Randy. The ice time of all the forwards, it's really equal. It seems we're really doing a great job. We're really doing a great job of balancing the lineup. Of balancing the lineup and all of the balancing the lineup of all 4 lines for the Canadiens. I think it's really interesting. Sons of Liberty Cup Finals, Vegas and Montreal. Hey, I'm happy to hear that. Sons of Liberty, yeah, would love a Pacioretty meetup in the finals. Snakes on the plane, I agree. Yeah, Lucic tipped in the first goal. Randy, I agree. No chance for Price on that, really. Hey, tape to tape. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Tape to tape's in the chat. Don't kiss me goodnight again. Yo, tape. Good night, buddy. Next year, too. Habs are, yo, Liberty. Marcus, I don't know about that, man. I mean, we're playing like cup contenders right now. Danault, it seems, hasn't found his offensive groove. But you can't really change up the lines. Yeah, everything else works perfectly. The positive is that it will. Yeah, true. I agree, Leo. It may end up tanking his value. If he goes, say, 12 games, or not 12 more games, if he goes, say, 12, 13 games into the season and he still doesn't have a point, for example, but he is playing well defensively, it could end up being where it's like, hey, look, Danault, you're not playing great right now, but we do still have the $5 million offer on the table. If you want to guarantee you can make at least $5 million, because if you keep playing the way you are right now, you're not going to get nearly as much on the free agency market. I think it could end up being a smart thing if Danault does play terribly offensively for at least a part of the season. If he goes, say, like I said, 12 to say 16 games into the season without more than say 2 or 3 points, I think it could be interesting. If he takes the contract and then he ends up starting to play well, I think that could be really, really smart. So thank you, Leo, for bringing that up. That's actually really smart. I didn't notice that. I did not see Vanacek hugging the post-British Islander. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was in first line, wanted up to first line, rejects the contract. We could get some taps. Like, keep in mind, Danault's one of the best defensive forwards in the NHL. So I really don't know who you could pick up for Danault if you were to trade him, for example, And don't say Dubois. I'm not trading Danault for Dubois. Danault is much better than Dubois. Like, maybe a second-round pick, but, I don't know. I feel like if anything, maybe you trade Tatar, Maybe you trade Tatar because you could put Toffoli in that first line left wing spot, for example. I'm not saying absolutely trade Tatar, but I'm just saying maybe you trade Tatar, depending on Tatar's ask. Because if he, say, also wants $6 million, I'm personally more inclined to keep Danault over Tatar, personally. As of right now, just thinking about it right now, I'm sure if I thought about it for a few days, I'd think differently. But as of right now, I definitely am more inclined to think, hey, keep Danault over Tatar, but it could just be me. It could just be right now, like I said. Do you think Caulfield comes in the lineup late in the season? Snakes on the plane. I could see that being the case personally. I could see that being the case. I think once college wraps up for Caulfield, maybe he does kind of like what Romanov did last year, signs a contract late into the season. That's the only thing, is I think he'd have to sign at the deadline. Or if he signs past the deadline, he can play in the regular season, but he can't play in the playoffs. So that would suck if Caulfield comes in and, say, clicks immediately, has, say, somehow he's goal per game. Say he has 9 goals in 9 games, and then he can't play in the playoffs. That is going to hurt the Canadiens. So I think if say we can sign him at the trade deadline and manage to play him in a couple games with the Canadiens and he does well, I do think he has a chance at coming into the lineup. But if I think it depends on the timing, because if colleges say right about to wrap up, say 2 weeks after the trade deadline, I don't know if Montreal wants to sign Caulfield at the trade deadline just to maybe have him for the playoffs. I think we probably would rather have him wait until next season to come into the lineup, because I think it should be a given. Caulfield likely makes the playoffs likely makes the roster next year. I don't know 100% if he does, because I think giving him some AHL ice time would be good. But personally, coming into the lineup late this year, I don't think it'll happen, but it depends on the timing. Damn, Marcus, he'll be a third liner at the start. Maybe move up there. I don't know about that, Marcus, but hey, I'd like that. I don't know if he's spoiled, Taps, but yeah, he was a fourth liner in Chicago, but we knew how to play him well, and we knew how to develop him. I don't think he's spoiled. I think he knows his worth. Danault knows his worth to the team, and he knows his worth and how much he can get. Hey, Leo, thank you for coming out to the stream, buddy. Greatly appreciate it. I will see you in the Discord stuffs. Tatar, best name in hockey, Sons of Liberty. Let's go. Hey, James Bray, your friend plays in the QMJHL. Who's your friend, man? Marcus, I don't know if Dubois way better than Danault. I mean, Danault has defense. Might not be there as offensively, but Danault is much better defensively for sure. Hey, Crawford, let's go. Go Blackhawks. So, like you, I pointed that out, and now you change your name to the proper spelling. I'd miss Tatar if he leaves. I would as well, Snakes. I would definitely miss Tatar as well. Personally, I think we could end up doing something maybe like a 2010 Blackhawks, where we keep all our current players and don't forget to file qualifying offers, but rather we just let one of Tatar Danault walk, unless we end up. Because keep in mind also, guys, next year, keep in mind, this year we have, what do we have? I think we have like $400,000 in cap right now. Next year we'll have at least $2 million if we keep the same roster, the exact same rosters, the exact same cap hits. Next year we'll have $2 million extra because of Alzner's buyout will be $2 million less. So say, for example, Danault's getting $4 million right now. Say we give him $6 million, we'll be right up against the cap as well. But also keep in mind, if we send down Byron, say Caulfield takes Byron's spot in the lineup, we send Byron down, for example, or get rid of Lehkonen or something like that, we will save cap technically. So it's not just a straight up, if we sign Danault, we're fucked for cap. We have ways to get out of it, in my opinion. We have ways to get out of it. Toffoli shorthanded goal. Yo, that was a beautiful goal by Toffoli. We'll definitely get to that in a bit, Randy. But it was definitely a smart pass by Suzuki to keep his point streak alive. And Toffoli almost overskated the puck, but thankfully he was able to capitalize on it. Yeah, exactly, Sons of Liberty. Danault's better on D. Dubois is currently a better offensive player. Holy shit, we're getting some comments, boys. I'm trying to get to these fucking notes I got. I don't know him for Moncton. Name is Jordan. I don't know Jordan, unfortunately. James Berry. How many games have every team? Every team's played roughly between 5 and 7 games right now. I believe, obviously, there's teams like Tampa, Carolina, and Dallas who've only played 2 or 3, I think. But yeah, should move Byron or trade a pick for Seattle to take him. Snakes on a plane. I don't know about that. I think maybe trading Allen would be not trading Allen, but letting Seattle take Allen couldn't be interesting. I think it would be interesting. I think it would definitely be interesting to move Byron and a pick. It just depends on the pick and what year as well, because we have really, really smart scouting and really smart drafting. But notice we didn't do anything when Vegas came into the league. Bergevin was smart and he didn't trade with Vegas. He was just like, all right, they're going to pick Emelin. Whatever. It sucks. We got to let Emelin go. Whatever, and we let Seattle take Emelin and then immediately trade him to Nashville. So I don't think Bergevin's going to want to do, we'll trade you a first if you take Paul Byron. I don't think we're going to be dumb enough and do that. Who knows? Bergevin might do that and be like, hey, you know what? I know who they want in the first round. That guy is probably going to bust out of the NHL. Meanwhile, we do stuff that is good, because Bergevin seems to never make a bad trade. But personally, I do think it is a potential move that we do trade Byron to Seattle. Or who knows? Maybe we leave Byron exposed to Seattle, and Seattle's just like, hey, we like Byron. We'll take him. You never know. I'm in my Ottawa franchise mode. Just traded prospect Lassie Thompson and really Greg for Evan Bouchard. Let's go, Marcus. Hey, Fury's in the chat. You want some taffy? Lady taffy? I don't want any type of lady taffy, Fury. Laffy. I'll maybe take some Laffy taffy. Armia back in the lineup, or would you rather Taps? That's an interesting question. Personally, as of right now, I think I'd rather Perry take his spot in the lineup for now. While Armia, until Armia is 100%, is 100% cleared, then I don't know, because like looking at the points right now and looking at who's been playing well, I think Byron honestly might be the guy you take out of the lineup, but it could be Lehkonen. Lehkonen hasn't done that great for the Canadiens, so I think maybe you take out Lehkonen out, you take Lehkonen out of the lineup, and you put back, you put Armia either on the fourth line to start him out and then move him back to the third line, or you immediately put him back on the third line and put Perry on the fourth line. That's the only thing, is that both guys work on the third line. Perry's point per game right now, he's 2 points in 2 games. And I think Armia's point per game, I think he has 6 points in 6 games. I didn't look exactly. But I think you put Armia back in the lineup, keep Perry in the lineup, and you scratch Lehkonen. But if I had a gun to my head, hey, you need Armia back in the lineup or you take Perry, honestly, I think I might go Armia. I love Perry, but Armia's been playing fantastic when he was in the lineup. And Nikita and Galchenyuk in a 5th and 7th for Sam Steele. That's pretty sick, Marcus. By the way, I know I said I was doing good, but I lied. There was something I tried to clear my mind about that didn't. Hey, Darkness, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Really sorry to hear that. Yo, Fury, Habs for the cup, though. Thank you very much, Fury. I appreciate that. Seattle should take Josh Bailey. Seattle can take Uncle Leo. Yo, I've heard a lot that Seattle should take Uncle Leo. Hopefully they do. Exactly, Crawford, Kraken play next year. That means the lol Byron curse would move on to Seattle. Unfortunately, it would. Sons of Liberty. I meant Laffy because, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fury, I know you meant Laffy Taffy. I still don't want any Lady Taffy. But Laffy Taffy, man, finally scored. What a way to score his first one. So, where am I? Oh, yeah. The Habs were starting. Imagine the weak fourth liners that Bergevin tried to band-aid. Fleischmann, Metropolit, P.A. Peranto, Harpel, Cousins, and Flynn. Hey, Randy, and don't talk shit about Brian Flynn to win. Flynn was sick, man. Brian Flynn was sick. He was one of my first players that I actually really liked in the NHL. And he was one of my first hockey cards. Don't talk shit about Brian Flynn. No, unfortunately, Flynn was always kind of like borderline NHL, unfortunately. Who would you want Habs to play first round one? That's a great... Yo, Salty Wings and Habs fan, welcome to the chat, buddy. But Snakes on the Plane, that's a great question. First round, honestly, I think Vancouver would be a fantastic matchup. I'd really like to play Vancouver in the first round. Not because they're easy, but it's just having the rivalry based on how well not both teams have played, but based on how really good the games have been between the Canadiens and Canucks this year so far. I would love a first round matchup between either Montreal and Vancouver or Montreal and Calgary. Just basing it off the first game that they played tonight, Montreal Calgary would be insane. It'd be fantastic in my opinion. Sens first round. Let's go, Luca. That'd be sick. What does being amazing Stanley Cup final? What do you mean, Mr. Crawford? Exactly, Snakes on the Plane. We somehow traded Weiss and Fleischmann for Romanoff and Deneau. That's a massive L for the Blackhawks, unfortunately. Yeah, Habs are dominating Salty Wings. Yeah, British Thunder, I agree. Vancouver's a very, very weird team. They're very on and off. They either win and they look really solid, or they lose and they look terrible. It sucks. I like Vancouver. They did look good after the last game, Sons of Liberty for sure, and they look good so far, but it's just like, nah. Lucas, it's like a first round bye. I don't know about that. Lucas, see, Ottawa has the tendency to surprise some people. But the Canadiens were starting to get some pressure, but the Flames had some really solid chances. What is an amazing Stanley Cup final? Technically, the last time that happened was like the 30s or 40s, I think. But I think it'd be really, really. I think a really amazing Stanley Cup final would have been probably the 2010 Blackhawks, because I think that was probably the best Blackhawks team in recent memory. Was the 2010 Blackhawks. Personally, I would say against the 2014 Montreal Canadiens. I'd love to see that 2010 Blackhawks squad try and solve the 2014 Carey Price. I think that would have been fantastic. The PP is looking good, Randy, and I agree. Vancouver, so many comments. I'm getting overwhelmed. Jesus. Vancouver's bad. They're not on and off. They're just playing. Yeah, Lucas, I could see them not being on and off and just playing Ottawa, but you never know. How deep do you think the Habs could go? Salty Wings and the Habs, based on how we're looking right now, we have the chance to go all the way, in my opinion. But realistically, I think second round. We could go to the second round, maybe a conference final actually. Because thinking about the Canadian division, we're just playing these teams until the conference finals. So say we meet Calgary in the first round and we beat them, for example. Second round, I think honestly, likely is Toronto. I think Toronto could be a team that we could have some trouble with, but if we can beat them, I don't know if we can handle whoever it is we face in the conference finals, but I think we have a chance to get to the conference finals this year. 2013 Wings Hawks might have been better. I personally think 2010 Hawks would have been better, just because I think they had so much depth. I think 2013 had a lot of depth as well. All Blackhawks teams from that era had a lot of depth, but I think 2010 Hawks had just so much firepower. It was like, yeah, these guys better win a cup in the next 2 years, because if they don't, what is wrong with them? And they won it. Ottawa is in the basement. They are the basement. I don't know about that. Sons of Liberty. San Jose exists. Well, Randy, you don't see Vancouver making the playoffs. I had them third in the not in the league. Jesus, I had them third in the North Division. But it seems right now that likely won't happen. Exactly, British Islander. It is too early to tell, but just basing off these games I've seen, it looks like the Canadians could go all the way, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. It could. You never know. Favorite Stanley Cup final? I've only seen a couple. So I will have to say, honestly, I think 2019-2020 was a really, really good Cup Finals. Blues and Bruins was really good. You don't see Calgary making it Sons of Liberty. I could see them barely sneaking in. I think like my North Division predictions were Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, Winnipeg, Edmonton, or Winnipeg, Ottawa, Edmonton. But I could see Winnipeg potentially stepping into the playoffs. I agree. Snakes on the plane. Habs leave second round would be insane. Yo, Windy City, let's go. Windy City hockey's in the chat. Let's get some hype. For my buddy Nick. How's it going, Nick? Is Edmonton still sus? Sons of Liberty? Edmonton is still mad sus. They're losing to the Leafs right now. But yeah, the Canadians we're heading to the power play. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so the Canadiens scored Brendan Gallagher on the power play, his second of the season from Perry for his 799th point, and Kotkaniemi with the other assist, making it 1-0 Canadiens. The Canadiens were forcing the puck away from the Flames this game, looking really, really good for us thus far, with us doing our best to capitalize on some sloppy play by the Flames. My Stanley, yeah, Crawford, Toronto likely makes the playoffs. They should. Kotkaniemi had a really nice hit on Rasmus Andersson from the Flames, and then Carey Price robbed Elias Lindholm. It was a fantastic save on the play. Toronto is cursed, Sons of Liberty. Unfortunately, it seems like that is the case. I can't wait to see more great Sens hockey either, Lucas C. The Habs were going back to the power play. Lindholm went to the box for holding. I believed at the time, but the call was hooking. And we scored again. Shea Weber got the slap shot. He went off number 6 on the Flames. So number 6 from us scored off number 6 from the Flames. That was kind of funny. Duran and Petrie got the assist to make it a 2-0 Canadiens game, 2 for 2 on the power play tonight. Do you think Jets win the cup this decade? Not at all, Salty Wings and Avs fan. I don't think they have the defense to be able to win. I think them trading one of the best players in Line and a really underrated player in Roslovic to just get Pierre-Luc Dubois really, really, really hurts them. I think they could end up relocating back to Atlanta. They probably should just relocate back to Atlanta because they're not going to win a cup this decade, in my opinion. It would be funny to have Jets versus Leafs in playoffs. Dubois, the Leafs killer, goes to play the Leafs. I don't know about that. Snakes on a play. I mean, it would be fun having that. But I don't know if it'd be necessarily a fun series because it would just kind of be a slaughter for the Leafs. Patrick Laine into the Blue Jackets. You think Detroit turns it around and becomes absolutely Sons of Liberty with how well they've drafted, with how well that they've drafted and how decent they've been in free agency, and with genius mind like Steve Yzerman as their general manager, they absolutely are going to be a playoff threat this year. I think they're going to be really, really bad. I think they're going to be really, really bad. That's how good they're going to be. They're going to be so good they're bad. I think they're going to be really, really, really threatening in the playoffs for sure. I don't think they're going to necessarily recreate the Detroit dynasty days, but I think they're going to be really solid. And I think they have what it takes to win a cup if their core for the future can be as good as they should be. Duran called Suzuki a mini Bergeron. I'm really happy to hear that because having a mini Bergeron would be really great. Yeah, nope, Lucas C. I think Winnipeg is that bad with trading for Pierre-Luc Dubois. They're not going to win a cup. They should just relocate back to Atlanta, or better yet, relocate to Quebec or Houston or Hartford. One of those three would work. Double crossbars for the Flames in the first period. That was really risky. Could have been a 2-2 game right there. The Canadiens were playing very well, looking to finish this game off as early as they could. Flames had some pressure in the final minutes, some nice chances, but Price had the saves that were needed. That would end up doing it for the first period. Habs led 2-0 in goal scoring. Flames led the shots 9-8. Early in the second period, both teams were looking a bit slow. 5 or 6 icing calls in the first 4 minutes. Canadiens were starting to heat up now with just about 6 minutes into the period. Do you think the Carolina Hurricanes? No, I don't think they're going to move back to. I don't think the Hurricanes are going to move back to Hartford. They've been doing the Hartford tributes, which I really like, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to relocate back to Hartford. Houston Coyotes, Quebec Panthers. That would be fun. That would be definitely really fun. I think Winnipeg relocates to a city like Omaha or Kansas City. I think Winnipeg could relocate to Kansas City. I think the Kansas City Jets would be a really cool name. I don't know about Omaha though. I don't think Omaha is really ready for an NHL team, but I think in maybe 6 or so years they could end up being ready. But I think Kansas City would be more of a team for me. That I think Jets stay put. I don't know about that, Lucas C. Jets are kind of the least attractive looking Canadian NHL team. So I feel like the Winnipeg experiment failed the first time, and it's kind of failed the second time. So I think you can relocate the team. I'd be down for a rivalry with the Kansas City. Hey, Darkness, welcome back, man. I think a Kansas City-St. Louis rivalry would be really, really fun, actually. New Orleans would be a really fun NHL team. I think they could be kind of similar to Vegas, and I think a Vegas-New Orleans rivalry would be really, really fun. I can't be the only one that thinks that. The Canadiens were starting to heat up with just about 6 minutes into the period. There was a missed tripping call. It looked like where Suzuki was tripped. It looked like there was a missed tripping call. Not 100% sure about that though. Suzuki off a really bad pass by Rittich almost made it 3-0, but Rittich was able to make a save. Monahan got in the face of Suzuki afterwards for trying to poke it in. 3-0 Vancouver. Big rips Ottawa. What are the biggest rivalries in hockey? Was the Crawford. I agree. I feel like Milwaukee needs an NHL team. I don't know if Milwaukee needs an NHL team, but it definitely would be interesting. Arizona is definitely moving them to the Central next year to Houston or New Orleans. I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, I know Houston has said like, oh yeah, we're definitely open to getting an NHL team. So I feel like if anything, it's more likely for Houston to get a team, but I think it's just more so because Seattle is coming into the league that they're moving Arizona to the Central. But I could definitely see a move to Houston being in place eventually. Just because of the John Chayka shit with Arizona, I think Arizona definitely is going to move. I just don't think it's going to be as early as next year. I think three more years and then they're going to move to Houston likely. Montreal was looking to keep the pressure applied on the Flames as they look pretty solid so far. They were still looking really solid, doing their best to control the zone and get more shots off. Milwaukee doesn't need a hockey team that got a basketball. They just got they have basketball, but like still, it's good to grow the sport of hockey. Nah, it does. That state loves hockey, and they already have a rivalry in Minnesota, Detroit, and Chicago. Milwaukee. I mean, it would be interesting. It definitely would be interesting having a Milwaukee team in the NHL. I don't know if that would work. It could end up working and prove me wrong, but like, I don't know if a Milwaukee hockey team would work. I think it'd be interesting for sure, though. I would love to see it work because I'd love to see hockey expand. Vegas is going to have, British Islander. I agree. Vegas is going to have fun having all the Yotes fans convert to Vegas fans when they relocate. All 18 Coyotes fans. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. I like Arizona. I like them as a team, but they should just relocate in a couple years, unfortunately. But the Canadiens were looking really solid, getting some shots off, and then we scored. Josh Andersson ended up scoring on a rebound from Kotkaniemi and Drouin. Drouin with his second assist of the night, and Kotkaniemi, I believe, with his second as well. I mean, we got, exactly. Crawford. We did get the Vegas NHL team, so yeah. But it was a 3-0 Canadiens game. I put what a game this is for us. This was really, really solid. We were doing our best to control the zone. We were getting some good shots off. Flames were getting some great chances as well. It's just Price was there whenever they had any. And it was 3-0 for us. Habs were doing their best to keep this going, looking really solid. Some good defensive play. And some mostly offensive play at the time I wrote the note. Hey, Kate Berry, how's it going? How's it going, Kate? Where am I? Habs were doing great at getting the Flames to turn the puck over to them tonight. They were looking really, really impressive in terms of that. Flames were starting to get a little bit better as the second period carried along. They were trying to get back into the game. Price was looking really solid with some good saves when needed by the Canadiens hockey team. Portland, Oregon, yay for an NHL franchise. Sons of Liberty, I think Portland could definitely work as an NHL team. I was sucked when they made. Yeah. Crawford, that sucks that you were sucked, man. But yeah, like it was pretty cool though. Personally, I'm a Vegas fan, so I was really happy. I was really happy when they made the Cup final their first year. Pens lose again. Oh, that sucks, Kate Berry. Yeah, I saw they lost to the Bruins 4-1. Really, really unfortunate. I wish the Pens were able to win, but hey, Boston wins again. I'm kind of fine with it. I'm fine with either team winning personally, but that sucks. The Penguins lost. Where am I? The Canadiens were doing good, looking solid to hold on to the lead. Flames went to the power play. Byron headed off for interference, and we scored. Holy shit is what I put at this point. Tyler Toffoli from Nick Suzuki made it 4-0 shorthanded. Our 5th shorthanded goal of the season. We lead the league in shorthanded goals by 3. To put this into perspective, we had 6 shorthanded goals last year, all year. And we have 7 games into the season. If we keep this up, my brain is going to explode if we keep this shorthandedness up. Basically, it was in our own zone. It was almost a breakaway. Went back into our own zone. Suzuki was able to get it, and somehow Suzuki was able to flip it up. Toffoli almost actually overskated the puck, but he was able to get onto it and scored. Tyler Toffoli is with his 6th as a Montreal Canadien. We got this guy in free agency. We got Tyler Toffoli in free agency, and he already has 9 points, 6 goals. He is nuts. CC did score tonight. The human pylon did score tonight, Kate. That's actually really awesome. Kate, yeah, I don't know about that British Islander. 2 teams that can say made the Stanley Cup Finals first year. Yeah, the Blues in Vegas. Blues with Stanley Cup Finals 3 times in the first 3 years. Got swept 0-12. However, they would win that Stanley Cup 2 years ago, so I'm pretty sure hearing 0-12 at this point is kind of meaningless, which that would actually make a lot of sense. That's meaningless for you. Yep, CC scored tonight, baby. Let's go. Cody CC scored. What does he have, 2 goals in the year so far? He's like 1 goal, 1 assist. How is CC almost scoring at a 0.5 point game pace per point game pace? Don't clip me on that. Exactly, Sons of Liberty. I love shorthanded goals as well. The huge Uno reverses. It's like, all right, we're on the power play. We should be able to score. And then, we're gonna do that. Yeah, the pain's still there. Yeah, severely lessened by you actually having the cup, as opposed to probably in 2017 hearing that it's like, you guys made the cup finals in your first 3 years and you didn't win a single game. As opposed to now it's like, okay, yeah, and we won a cup. We've avenged that at this point, Yeah, James Berry, I do know Hot Tech Hockey is live. I do know he's live. Oh, damn you, TFS, you were gonna clip that. You're lucky you're not mod, because I would have unmodded. No, I wouldn't have unmodded you. But damn it, I'm glad you can't clip that. I mean, you could just do it later. Oh, it's his first goal as a Penguin. I had a feeling. I was like, I could have sworn he scored a goal earlier this year, but thank you. First goal as a Penguin. Hey, Darkness, thank you for joining the Discord. I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. The Flames would end up taking a penalty, so we are officially 1-for-1 on the PK tonight. Lucic went to the box to end the penalty. Do you like? Yeah, James Berry, big fan of Hot Take Hockey. If I didn't like him, I wouldn't be a mod on his channel. But yeah, really big fan of Hot Take Hockey. I like his content I like a lot of his content. He's pretty solid. But that would end up doing it for the second period. Canadiens lead the game 4-0. The shots are 19-16 for the Canadiens. We'll start the third period with some 4-on-4 hockey. Then another Habs power play. Sons of Liberty, you have to download Discord. Hey, well, you know what? That's a good thing, is that it's free. It's free, and I think it actually, like, if you're on computer, it only takes up like about, I think, 300 megabytes, which is not that bad. Are you guys friends? Yeah, I'd say we're friends with the Hot Tech. I'd say I'm friends with Hot Tech Hockey. I mean, you could ask John if he considers me and him to be friends. I don't want to. I don't want to say, oh yeah, absolutely, we're friends, and then he goes and says like, yeah, we're acquaintances, because that'd be just kind of awkward. But you can ask John, but I'd consider us friends. Ottawa. Oh, Randy, that's not. Don't tell me it's like 5-0. Don't tell me it's a destruction at this point. But the Flames ended up dominating the 4-on-4, and then the Canadiens looked pretty solid on their power play, but just unfortunately could not get another goal. 2 for 3 on the power play tonight. Romanov would then unfortunately get called for delay of game, not going right to the bench once his helmet is knocked off. It was knocked off a reversed hit from Matthew Tkachuk, which actually was really solid. But the helmet got knocked off by but it got knocked off by Matthew Tkachuk, who Romanov was going to hit Tkachuk, who had the puck. Tkachuk had a no-ooh moment and reverse hit. Romanov, his helmet came off, went to skate to the bench, but he came back to the play, then went to the bench, turned towards Price for a minute, and then it was called a penalty. It's justified. Didn't go right to the bench. I think he just forgot the rule, I think they said. But actually, Romanov, I should say. His name is not Romanov. I think I said it last game as well, because the fucking commentators on TV, they're saying Romanov when it's Romanov, but Romanov ended up getting the penalty. And we were able to kill it off, almost getting another shorthanded goal, actually. 2 for 2 on the PK tonight. Yeah, bring on the Islanders, or bring on the Rangers to the Penguins, man. That should be a fun game. I will grow your haircut. What do you mean, James Berry? Oh, it's 3-0. Okay, I see. Ottawa has more shots on goal than that sucks, man. Yeah, I agree, Randy. 3-0 is ugly enough. These combo games can make a team lose its confidence. Yeah, I see what you mean, Randy. Like, look at Vancouver. They lost. What was it? I think it was like 5-0 and then 7-4, something like that. If the games against us that they lost, the only way they've been able to rebound is by playing Ottawa. It seems, you never know. So we'll find out for sure. Payne from St. Lucas. Yeah, man, I'm growing my hair out. I did want to cut it. I actually still do want to cut it. I do want to get like a Edward Norton and American History X style haircut is the best way to describe it. Just like, I guess you could say like kind of like a military haircut, just like shave it all off pretty much. But yeah, we'll see though. I could let it grow. I don't think I've actually had hair that has gone past my eyes like this before. But we'll find out. We'll see. Next up, Anaheim probably going 1 for 1 of those games because we suck. And hey, Darkness, don't count out the Ducks. You could go 0-2, or alternatively, you could go 2-0. Never know. That's the beauty of hockey. Do you know my favorite team, James Berry? Isn't your favorite team the Senators? Your favorite team is the Senators, right? Or the Leafs? It's one of the two, I think. Shots are 2013. Oh, that is nuts on delivery. Thank you for telling me that, man. Very boring third period sequence of about 5 or so minutes. Both teams got shots, but nothing too major happening. Delayed penalty coming to Canadiens, and holy shit, we got to fight. But we'll talk about that in a second. Allen starting Saturday or not? Randy, and I don't think so, actually. I think Price, despite the 2 goals he allowed in the last 3 or so minutes, he played really, really well tonight, aside from those 2 goals, like I said. I think he could get the start on Saturday. I do think we could end up starting Allen to give Price a rest, but I do think it ends up being Price, most likely, personally. Sens. I knew it, James Berry. I knew your favorite team was the Sens. I got it. Yeah, let's go. No, but Randy, I do think there is a chance that Jake Allen starts on Saturday, but I do think it is more likely that it does end up being Carey Price, personally. Yeah, Randy, I agree. Chiarot had a good fight with Tkachuk, which is what we're about to talk about. Ben Chiarot and Matthew Tkachuk went at it. It was a quick win for Ben Chiarot. Basically, Tkachuk hit Chiarot, Chiarot hit Tkachuk. Chiarot got his gloves off, and that seems to be the thing with Matthew Tkachuk. For some reason, he can't get his gloves off during fights. It happened last year in his fight with Cassian, where he tried to fling the gloves off and they wouldn't come off. And this fight as well with Chiarot, he tried to fling the gloves off and they wouldn't come off. I don't know if Tkachuk was not taping his gloves, but was wrapping his gloves too tightly, or what was happening there. But he 2 fights now I've noticed where he was not able to get the gloves off when he went to fight, which is a good thing because it means your gloves won't fly off randomly really easily. But it's a bad thing because if you do get in a fight, they're not coming off and you're likely gonna get pummeled. But I definitely do respect Matthew Tkachuk for taking the fight with Ben Chiarot, but massive respect for Chiarot for standing up for what Tkachuk did the last 2 games, getting the puck flung at him by Muzzin, which Muzzin's an asshole for doing that, but I definitely understand given the circumstances of of him accidentally falling on Jack Campbell after he was hurt early in the game against the Leafs. And then I like I said, Matt Muzzin, I think, is an asshole partly for doing what he did, but it is understandable given the circumstances. And I can't blame Tkachuk for reacting the way he did, flung at his chest, probably fucking hurt, I can't blame him. Do you have a favorite basketball team? Mine is Boston, Sons of Liberty. Mine are the Raptors, Toronto Raptors. The only Canadian basketball team. I like the Raptors. I was following them, I think, the year before they won the World Series, basketball World Series. Yeah, don't look it up. It's the World Series. Yeah, Allen probably Monday against Vancouver. That would make sense, Randy. I do think it would make sense to have, say, Price, Allen, Price, but I do think Price, Allen would work as well. Darkness, yeah. Knicks are not great right now, unfortunately. But Chiarot would also end up getting the penalty for high sticking. In my opinion, it looked like a bit of a phantom call. I believe it looked like Chiarot didn't really clip Tkachuk, but it could have just been the angle that it was shown at, and it could have actually been a high stick. But the Habs were able to thankfully kill it off. The Habs were able to kill it off. Flames didn't look that great while applying pressure to the Canadiens. 3 for 3 on the PK tonight. Probably hurt. Flipped puck at half a mile. Come on, Randy. And I don't know, man. I've had pucks thrown at me very lightly before when I used to play hockey with my Uncle Doyle, as I've mentioned previously on the channel. My Uncle Doyle, when he used to come down to one of the old houses, we would play hockey, and sometimes he'd like he wouldn't wind up, but he'd like pick the puck up and just like lightly toss it to me, and I'd miss it. It hit my chest, and that hurt a little bit, so I can only imagine an actual frozen hockey puck, even at just like a light flutter, that still hurts. That still hurts for sure. The other three are average to above average in the Blues, Cardinals, and Rams. Hey, let's go Rams. Let's go Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. They got a good name. The Blues. Did you see the King player who got hit in the face from? I did not see that since Liberty. I did not see that, actually. That must have hurt. Was he a good player? My apologies. I had to sneeze real quick. Is that guy a good player? Matthew Tkachuk, James Murray. I'd say Tkachuk is a good player. I quite like Matthew Tkachuk's style of play personally, but why block shots then? Come on, be real. Yeah, like sure, blocking shots. Like yeah, why block shots then? It still hurts though. Like just because it hurts doesn't mean you're not going to block the shots. When it's after the game like that, in my opinion, I think. I don't think it should have been suspension for Muzzin. It wasn't, but I don't think it should have been a suspension, obviously. But like, still, don't flip a puck at a guy once the final whistle goes. Like I said, like yeah, blocking shots is gonna hurt. Like that's why that's why you see the risk. That's why you see the risk. In blocking shots. That's why you see guys get hurt. Like yeah, it hurts. But like still, it's comparing blocking shots to a guy flipping a puck at another player post game. So it's like, I don't know, like it's just it's an iffy comparison, Randy, in my opinion. The guy, yeah, I'd say it was pretty solid. I liked Uncle Doyle as a hockey player. I don't think he would have made the NHL with the way he was, or with the way he was playing exactly. I think definitely with some practice and being like an actual like player, because he wasn't playing in like he wasn't playing like beer league hockey or anything. Like he'd come to the house. He had genuine skill in hockey. He just wasn't playing. I guess you could say semi-professional hockey, I should say. So personally, I think that I'd say he was pretty good. A, because he's family, obviously, but B, I liked him. I liked him as a hockey player. Do you see Laine staying in Columbus Wolverine? Not at all. I don't think Laine staying in Columbus. I think either after this year, he's either going to try and walk, or he's going to say, nah, I'm rejecting any contract from the Blue Jackets. I want to go elsewhere. Hell, I'll take a 1 year, $1 million, so you guys don't get anything. I don't think he's going to be that much of an asshole, but like, I'm going to reject any contract that from the Blue Jackets. I want to go elsewhere. I think it could end up being a risky trade for both sides, obviously, but I do think Laine is going to leave Columbus most likely, unless he manages to click. If it all depends though. If he clicks well with it does click well If he does click well with Tortellini and the Columbus guys, then he could stay. You know, if he doesn't click with Tortorella, I'll say John Tortorella. If he doesn't click well with John Tortorella, then absolutely he's going to walk. You know, it all depends on that, in my opinion. I dropped, Sons of Liberty. That hurts. That really hurts. And like the puck you dropped, I'm pretty sure it wasn't even like that hard. So it's like, oof. I'm lucky. I love that Muzzin did it. It would kill two birds with one stone. Good for the Habs to eliminate Muzzin and Tkachuk. Like, yeah, it's good in that sense, but like just looking at it from a hockey standpoint, you don't do that, in my opinion. You know, that's like yeah, sure. Like I understand. Oh, Tkachuk's a bit of an asshole, but he's a Sean Avery. And like everyone has to understand that he's the current Sean Avery. You know, he's doing stuff that isn't necessarily over the line, but it's like drawing at a line. You know, he's smart like Sean Avery in that sense, in my opinion. That, you know, like I think he's more talented offensively than Sean Avery personally. I love Sean Avery. But Matthew Tkachuk is more talented offensively, in my opinion. You know, and he's not that much of an agitator. You know, he's good offensively. He's kind of like a Marchand in a way, where he's meant to get under your skin while being able to put up points. You know, he's meant to be there to agitate while being like, you know what, screw it, let's go out, let's put a couple goals out, you know? So it's like, it's Tkachuk is very much like Avery, in my opinion, very much like Avery and Marchand. TBH, I'm happy with Laine getting out of the abuse he went through. Yeah, Darkness. I'm glad he's out of Winnipeg as well. He clearly wasn't happy in Winnipeg, and I'm glad he's gone as well. And I do think he's going to leave Columbus, though. Like I said, it all depends, though. If he clicks with Tortellini and the other guys, if he clicks with Tortellini and the other guys, he'll probably extend. But if he doesn't click with them, then he's likely going to leave. No, I didn't see any of his games, Jamesbury. He played lacrosse, I believe. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to reveal too much about him in case he doesn't want me to. But not sure. TBH, I already read that. I'm big sad. Yeah, it sounds Liberty. I can't blame you, man. I actually played PE hockey once, and I would just stand, walk a couple feet, like, okay, they're turning it over, just turn around, walk a couple feet. You know, everyone else was like running and everything, and because I didn't understand hockey at the time, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stand here. I guess I'll wait for the puck. Like I'd get the fucking, I just like shoot it in a random direction or whatever. I wouldn't even shoot it on net. I was fucking stupid as a kid. But now if I was to go back to school, if there was a school around here for me to go to, and they had PE hockey, I'd 100%, I'd probably be the most involved player there. Like it'd be really fun to, you know, get involved with the sport, you know, get the puck, you know, make plays, play the body a little bit. You know, I think it'd be really fun. What team you playing? It wasn't a team. It was literally just like a PE hockey. Like, all right, you guys, you're playing hockey. Just go out, make your teams or whatever. You know, are you a good player? Not at all, James Berry. I'm not at all a good player. I haven't played hockey in a couple years. Breaking news. Hey, let's go. Yeah, Tortellini. I'm glad you like that, Randy. Play hockey. Don't be an idiot. I mean, I can definitely see your sentiment there, Randy. I'm personally a fan of the sentiment. You know, anything you can do to win without injuring another player or going so far to get a major penalty or something like that, you can do it. You know, like Avery with the Avery rule, where he was standing face to face with Brodeur, not even paying attention to the play. That was legal until, you know, the rule was made, you know, because of Avery, you know. So I personally think Avery was really smart. I think Tkachuk is smart, you know, if he doesn't injure players. Like I said, I don't think the Tkachuk thing, I don't think the Campbell thing was necessarily intentionally to hurt Campbell. I think it was an accident. But personally, I do think I do think Tkachuk is kind of like I said, like a Marchand or an Avery, where he doesn't intentionally hurt players unless it's just, all right, you got the puck, boom, I'm gonna hit you. But personally, I do think that you know, as long as you're not injuring players intentionally, do what you need to do to win. Personally, I definitely, I think that as well, Sons of Liberty. What are you doing tomorrow? Not sure. Probably making some videos actually. When you were a kid, did you? No, I never scored on my own net, but because like I only played hockey the one time. When I'd play with my Uncle Doyle, I'd score a couple goals here and there because there was no goalie. It was pretty much just like me and him, like, all right, whoever gets the puck can score. And I just like, hey, shoot it and score, yay, you know, stuff like that. Last year in PE hockey, it was a legit damn Sons of Liberty. Holy shit, I'm just noticing I've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. I got to wrap this fucking thing up. I'm going to wrap this thing up because I actually got a movie to watch. I watched Happy Time Murders last night, by the way, guys. I do not recommend. I wish I could meet you. You were good. Hey, thank you, James Barry. I appreciate it, man. Who knows? Maybe one day when we're big enough and once we're in a post-COVID world, maybe I'll have a meetup for fans eventually. Who knows? I think that'd be really fun, you know? Something like my brother got assist for his hockey game tonight. It's run to, hey, let's go, Kate Barry. Yeah, James Barry, Happy Time Murders. I don't recommend it. It was a bad movie. Stay tuned for a future video. Wink, wink. A couple of future videos, probably. Again. But the Canadiens ended up killing off that penalty, the Chiarot high sticking, 3 for 3 on the PK tonight. The Flames are starting to push and apply some pressure with just a little bit of a few minutes left. And then they scored. Sam Bennett looked to have scored. Apparently, it was tipped off of Milan Lucic. Made it 4-1, unfortunately, breaking the shutout of Carey Price in this game. Seems like it was offside. Julian will challenge, but it didn't count. So the Canadiens will go to the power play, or the PK, for a delay of game, unfortunately. I love bad. No, Sons of Liberty, this is, I would argue, the worst movie I've ever seen. There's like good types of bad stuff like Jack and Jill and The Room where you can still laugh at how bad the movie is and enjoy it for that. This movie was genuinely one where I watched it and I was feeling rage watching. I was like, just end already. Like literally the only good thing about the Happy Time Murders was Stanley from The Office being in there. You had dinner yet? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I had dinner. Yeah, I had dinner a while back. I think I just had, actually, what did I have for dinner? Oh, I had some bread. I had some bread and some carrots. The Room is, yeah, Sons of Liberty. The Room is a fantastic movie. Where you're James Barry, I ain't got a girlfriend, man. I ain't got a girlfriend. Not yet. Had one for a month and then broke up. So haven't had a girlfriend since. And mine's not really on that. My mind's really focusing on getting YouTube as my main job eventually, hopefully. Hoping that's the case before I end up moving on my own with a friend and stuffs like that. No, but seriously, don't got a girlfriend yet. Not focusing on that right now. Tkachuk sucks. He's a big old, I don't know about that, Joey Murray. I don't know if I'd say he's a big old crybaby. And Tkachuk, I never understood that sentiment thing where, you know, people say, oh, blank person sucks when they're easily point per game player. You know, like Crosby, when people say Crosby sucks, when he's able to pull off some of the shit he does, you know, like deeks and able to score some of the goals he does, I never understood how people can say Crosby sucks. Tkachuk either. You know, Tkachuk is a really solid player for the Flames. I never got how people can say, oh, Matthew Tkachuk sucks. You know, personally, I never understood that. Home Alone's a pretty solid movie, Kate. Pretty funny. How old are you? I'm 18, James Barry. 18, turning 19 in July. I can't blame you, Sons of Liberty. You don't focus on relations. Too young? Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so the Flames went to the power play for delay of game because of the coach's challenge, and they ended up scoring in a shot that just trickled in past Price. He should have had that one. I'm not going to blame him for it. It was 20 seconds left. At that point, it's whatever. But Rasmus Andersson would end up scoring. It's 4-2 just like that. I believe either Gaudreau or Monahan continues their point streak, I believe, scoring in every single game. But yeah. I'm an Islanders fan. Hell yeah, Sons of Liberty. I'm a Habs fan, and I respect Crosby. Malkin sucked a lot for some reason, unfortunately. It really sucks. I like that. Yeah, Wolverine, I'm 18, man. How old did you think I was? Did you think I looked older? Because a lot of people say I look older than I am, which is really weird. Hell yeah, Joey Murray. Chiefs going to lose to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, baby. Let's go. Malkin has been sus. I don't know if he's on some of that good caco or what, but oof. My birthday is July 8th. I actually had a birthday stream last year. And I'm likely going to have one this year unless we're in a post-COVID world. And I'm able to go out for my birthday, which in that case I might do one before or after. I feel like you're 20. Hey, thank you, Kate Barry. Appreciate it, but I'm 18. It might be the little scraggle of facial hair I have that makes it that way. But Rasmus Andersson would score. We are now 3 for 4 on the PK tonight, and that would end up doing it for the game, thankfully. Canadiens would win and are now 5-0-2 on the season. You had cake, and I thought you were 20. Hey, James Barry. Thank you guys for thinking I'm 20. That means a lot, actually. I did not have cake. Or no, wait, did I have cake this year or last year? Whenever my birthday was? I forget. I don't think I did have cake, actually. I don't remember. Did I? I don't know if I did. I forget. Do you play hockey? Yes, I do, Wolverine. Or no, I don't. The fuck am I lying for? I don't play hockey. well, professionally, no. Semi-pro, no. I used to play hockey. I actually have a hockey net. I forget where it is at this point. But I just play like occasionally. I used to play occasionally. I'd go outside and just shoot a couple pucks on my net. It was fun. It was fun playing with my Uncle Doyle back at one of my old houses. That was really fun as well. But in terms of like playing, like I'm serious. I'm up every morning, every afternoon, skating around and whatnot. No, I don't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I do have a hockey net, James Barry. It's in storage right now, I think. Should be. Barry, I'm Barry. Hey, let's go, Kate. Yeah, Cole Caulfield's on a tear in the NCAA, and I'm really happy about that. My birthday was on the 16th of this month, and my present was a 5-0 Isles loss. Sons of Liberty, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I guarantee you, something good will come up for the Islanders in the next couple of years. It might seem like a while away, but it'll happen, man. It'll definitely happen. I think the Islanders are going to be great this coming season. This coming season and for years to come. I think the team they're building is really, really fantastic. But the Montreal Canadiens, hell yeah, best in Wisconsin. And Kate Barry, Caulfield carried the U.S. this year to a gold medal. Let's never forget that. Don't look it up. Don't look at the stats. Cole Caulfield carried the U.S. to a gold medal. What stick do you have? I know I have one that's like a Price goalie stick. I have like some like not like it's like a replica Ovechkin stick or something. I have a couple sticks. Wolverine hockey on roller skates seems really, really awesome. It seems really, really sick, man. I have a lot of hockey sticks. Not a lot, but I have a couple of hockey sticks. But the Canadiens win 5-0-2 on the season, 12 points this season. Habs win by a score of 4-2, I should say. Flames led the shots, though, 23-21 at the end of the game last time I checked. Interesting to note, like last game, 26-18 were the hits in favor of the Flames. So it seems no matter no matter whether we're leading and hitting or we're down and hitting, it seems we're winning. So that's actually really, really cool. That's really awesome. I miss Olympics. Do you have to skate? I don't know how to skate, James Barry. I don't know how to skate. I miss the Olympics as well, Joey Murray. I never got to see them. I got to see the 2012 Olympics for like a minute because it was watched in class actually. When it was watched in class when it was on, and my French teacher called me Carey Price when he was handing out exams because Harry Rice, Carey Price, names sound familiar, and he called me Carey Price accidentally. Habs are going into that gold medal way too confident. They got hit. Yeah, I agree. Darkness. Canadians were going way too, and I even said like, hey, look, Americans are going to win, and the Americans ended up winning. I'm not a really good skater, James Barry. Sons of Liberty, I think we should all learn how to skate. I think that'd be interesting. I'm not scared to skate. I've just never had the chance to. We actually wanted to build out a little ice rink and teach me how to skate in the winter. However, we haven't been able to do that, unfortunately. My brothers play hockey. I played cross ice and quit. Hey, Kate Barry, hopefully that went well, though. But interesting, I am going to bring this up every game. We are now 11 for 22 on the PK, on the power play, exactly 50%. And we are now 25 for 31 on the PK. So thankfully in the last couple games, we managed to slow down how many penalties we're taking. And that's definitely paid off. We're doing pretty well so far. And now before I end the stream, because I don't want to go longer than an hour and 30 minutes, do you have Cold War? I don't have Cold War. I don't know what Cold War is, Joey Murray. Could you tell me? But I'm going to obviously give the Montreal Canadiens stats, and then I'm going to end the stream. I wish I could play hockey. Hey, James Barry, same man. I could skate a little a few years back, but yeah, I can't blame you, Sons of Liberty. Once you stop skating for a few years, it goes away, unfortunately. But Call of Duty Cold War. I do not have Call of Duty Cold War. If that's the newest one, I definitely don't have it. It's an older one. Very likely I don't have it. Toffoli surprisingly leads the team 6 goals, 3 assists, and 9 points. Do you like NHL 21? Yeah, James Barry. NHL 21 is pretty solid. I like a lot of the things they added to it. Franchise mode is kind of broken. Be a Pro seems really, really fun. I still have not played Be a Pro yet, but it's pretty fun. That'd be fun. Yes, James Barry. I do have a PS4. What console? PS4 Wolverine. I do have just in general consoles: PS2, PS3, PS4. Xbox 360, Xbox Original, NES, Retron, that technically includes SNES and Sega Genesis, technically GameCube because it's bundled in with the Wii. Used to have a Wii U, DS, 3DS. I have a bunch of consoles. NHL 14 is a really solid one. In my opinion, I do really like NHL 15 a little bit more, but NHL 14 is definitely really solid. Yeah, gold medal, we're the champions, baby. Let's go, Kate. Let's go. But Toffoli, do you have online? Yes, I do, James Barry. I don't have PlayStation Plus, but I do have Wi-Fi connected. Toffoli leads the team, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. Both Petrie and Suzuki have 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. Jonathan Drouin has 7 assists. I was in quarantine this. Hey, let's go Sons of Liberty. If you want to send me a link to that on Discord, I'd love to join for you, man. Hey, Randy, I gotta go. Thank you very much for coming to the stream, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming to the chat, man, and talking hockey with me. See you on Saturday for sure. Hopefully, I will be repping this white jersey again. Yeah, James Barry, I do have NHL 21. Tomas Tatar has 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Armia and Weber both have 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Kotkaniemi has 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. All right. Hey, thank you, Sons of Liberty, for coming to the stream. Appreciate it. Kotkaniemi has 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Andersson has 4 goals. Brendan Gallagher has 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Philip Deneau has 3 assists. Jake Evans has 2 goals. Chiarot, Edmondson, Lehkonen, Perry, and Romanoff each have a goal and an assist. And Byron and Kulak each have 2 assists. Where are your friends at? They're online. They're in different places. James Barry. And interesting to note, Chiarot has 2 fights. Edmondson has 1 fight. That is going to do it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like. You're still live? Yeah, Marcus, man. I'm about to go live. I'm about to leave, actually. I'm just doing my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, reviews, but not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Harry. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Subscribe to the Hasty Club. Subscribe to this hub if you remember the Mod Squad. Like we're good boys. Thank you very much for moderating this stream and any videos I upload. Links in the description are include my Twitch. Wait 1 second. All right, Marcus, we're not doing this again. Say what you need to real quick. Include my Twitch. I do want to start streaming on there, see how it compares to YouTube streaming. Probably going to try and use YouTube more because it actually, thoughts on the Campbell knee. I think it was an incident, or I think it was an accident. I don't think Tkachuk really meant to injure Campbell even more than he was. And in return, I think Muslin's a little bit of an idiot, a little bit of an asshole for throwing the puck at Tkachuk like he did. But yeah, it's understandable given the situation, but I think it was an accident personally. But yeah, Twitch, I want to start using that more. Discord, we chat on there quite a bit. It's really fun. I post notifications every time I go live and every time I upload a video. Yeah, Muslin Puck was dirty. I agree, Marcus. But yeah, I post notification every time I go live and every time I post a video. Speedrunning account. Once I get a controller, I want to start doing that more often. Amazon wishlist, PO Box, PayPal. Those are in the description. PayPal. You'll get your name on the big ass not donor board of non-donations. PayPal or Amazon wishlist and PO Box. If you want to send me anything, it is greatly appreciated. Never asked for it all along with PayPal. But if you do send anything my way, it is greatly appreciated. I will make a video unboxing whatever it is if anyone does send me anything, unless it is sent in the months of November and December, which in that case they will be held onto my desk and open during a special Christmas Day or Christmas Eve live stream. I've not decided yet. Also in the description, the final thing is my letterbox. You can check it out if you want to know what movies I love and which movies I hate, unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be able to happen to cruise of all time in 2020, or if you want to wait till the end of the year this year, you might want to watch out for the special video. Check it out if you also know what movies I hate. I definitely am going to make a video on that very, very soon. I think I've seen a lot of some of the worst movies I ever will see, so I think it'd be an interesting video to make this year. But yeah, check out the letterbox. I mostly review and I rate. That's where I rate and review movies. Very rarely I like to review them. Most of the time I just rate them because reviews I'm going to say for YouTube most of the time. But thank you guys so much for coming out of the stream. I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot for those who came by. Thank you for 10 likes. I appreciate it. I love every single one of you guys. My name is Harry Rice. Thank you for coming by to the stream. I love you all. My name is Harry Rice. Triple Heart Squad boys, and I am out. Love you all. Peace.